guys, it's Robyn. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. We have quite a few new people, so hello and welcome. Today is Wax Wars. And so for Wax Wars this week, we had voted between the marshmallows and the cotton candies 2 weeks back. And the cotton candies took it. So I went ahead and did the cotton candy bars that we talked about. So out of those, we have Candy Crave, Cotton Candy Cookie. This is currently available until the 30th. So like if you are interested in this particular bar, get your order in like today because these go away on June 30th. We also have Angel Experiment 624, also currently available while supplies last. And Alladin Three Wishes, not currently available, but so good. So these are 3 different cotton candy scents that Scentsy has offered, and I thought we'd kind of just go through today and talk about the differences between them. How they do in different spaces, which ones perform better, differences in the scent, and that sort of thing. So as always with Wax Wars, these were done 24 hours a day running with element warmers. So I also used rooms that are similar in size so that we can get a better, I guess, try to control as many variables as we can. So that is what we did. So in the office, I did Alladin. In my daughter's room, I did 2 different bars at different times. I did Angel 624, and I did Cotton Candy Cookie in her room as well in a different trial. And I also did Candy Crave. This one was in our bedroom. So this time I did 2 scents per week. So the first week I did the licensed bars. So we did Alladin versus Angel. And then last weekend I did Candy Crave versus Cotton Candy Cookie. So I'll just kind of go through what Scentsy says about the scents for you first, and just kind of let you know what the descriptions are and what they're supposed to smell like, and then what I smell on cold. So Alladin Three Wishes, Scentsy says, is big bold notes of juicy blueberry, sugared plums, and ripe blackberry burst over sparkling cranberry. So we have blueberry, sugared plums, blackberry, cranberry. So a lot of berries going on there. And it is a lot of berries and it's very sweet. Yeah, they don't describe cotton candy being in here, but there is like a definite cotton candy type tone to this, especially once it's warming. I get mostly blueberry, but it is very bright, and I could definitely smell sugared plums. I don't get a ton of blackberry here, and I don't really get cranberry. Like, it's not really a Christmassy type berry scent. If there's cranberry here, it's just adding a little tiny bit of tartness. But mostly I get that blueberry and the sugared plums. So there's that one. Angel Experiment 624. This mischievous mix draws you in like a siren song with a blend of goji berry and blackberry, reacting just so with sweet vanilla cream and sugar cane. So we have goji berry, blackberry, vanilla cream, and sugar cane. Again, no specific cotton candy note, but the result with all those berries and the sugary type notes is cotton candy-ish. Yeah, this is very cotton candy-ish. So I guess I'm getting the goji berry. I might have guessed it to be raspberry with like a bit of blueberry mixed in. I don't specifically get blackberry. A lot of people find blackberry quite sharp. Scentsy's blackberry tends to be quite sharp and very distinct, just like a very distinct note. And if you're afraid of that note, I personally enjoy that note, but if you're afraid of that particular note, it isn't really, that's not what this blackberry is, nor is that the blackberry in Alladin. So there we have that one. It's overall very sweet. Like, again, very similar to Alladin in that way. It's like a very sweet kind of cotton candy-ish berry scent, only instead of blueberry and plum, you have like the goji berry, which to my nose smells like a raspberry blueberry cross. Yeah, very sweet, very nice. About a medium in strength on cold. Alladin is a medium to medium plus in strength on cold. Candy Crave is raspberry sorbet, cotton candy, and fluffy marshmallow. And this one is very light in the clamshell. This bar has been sitting for about 6 months. It's very light, very cotton candy. But rather than being a sugary sweet cotton candy, it's like a soft cotton candy that might be like a nice cotton candy perfume or a cotton candy body lotion. Very pretty, quite soft. I almost get a little bit of a musk to this as well. It's very soft, very pretty. Cotton Candy Cookie. This is the Easter packaging. This is an older bar I got at a clearance. The description on this one is little hands clutching cotton candy and cookies while gooey treats topped with sugared raspberries beg to be tasted. So cotton candy, cookies, gooey treats, which I think is like a marshmallow type note, and sugared raspberries. Yeah. This is cotton candy. I do get a bit of marshmallow here as well. That raspberry is there. It's kind of a jammy raspberry to my nose. Kind of like the raspberry you would get from like a Linzer cookie. One of those cookies with like the jam in the center. Kind of like that. Overall, very sweet. This is a gooey, foodie, gourmand scent. Where Candy Crave is more of like a perfumey cotton candy, this is a very gourmand cotton candy. And it's very yummy. And on cold, this one's about a medium. I do have new bars of this that were from Bring Back My Bar this round. They are fresher bars, and they are not as strong in the clamshell as this bar is. This one's been sitting a while. I can't make out the pour date on it, but it's been sitting for at least a year. And I did find the older bars I had of this performed better than the new bar I have. So if you have this one or are planning to get it, this one does benefit from some curing time, just heads up. So we'll just kind of hop into the check-ins now. So at 2 hours, we have Alladin. This one is strong throw. You could smell it pretty much everywhere in the house, even with just the 2 cubes going in the office. Sweet cotton candy blueberry. I put that it's kind of quite similar to Blueberry Rush, a little bit sweeter maybe than Blueberry Rush. I think there is a bit of like I think that sugared plum note is the one that kind of makes it feel cotton candy-ish. Yeah, it's really, really good. So very strong at that time. Angel, I wrote down it is sweeter than Alladin, more cotton candy forward than Alladin, medium plus in strength, also strong throw. I put Angel might be a hair stronger. It's kind of hard to tell because they're both really strong. So these two were in adjacent rooms, and it was actually really hard to tell without going into the rooms which I was smelling waft out, because they were kind of mixing and they were very similar in scent to begin with. So when I went into the rooms, I could be like, okay, yes, that's this one. But what was wafting out kind of smelled similar. Like both of these smelled quite close. So I think this one might have been a bit stronger at that 2 hour mark, but they were both throwing quite a bit. Candy Crave at 2 hours, I put like a medium, maybe just a little bit less than that, maybe a 4 out of 10 at 2 hours, but very low throw. Very close to the warmer. This one did not fill a room the way the other scents did. This one stayed very close to that warmer. Super pretty, sweet body care, cotton candy, perfumey type scent. But again, it did not permeate the room. You couldn't walk in and smell it. You had to really get close to the warmer. I've warmed this bar a lot in my daughter's room, and I do find in her room it does seem to do a bit better. It's still going to be a light performer, but in her room, which is like a more standard sized bedroom, like a medium sized bedroom, like average sized bedroom, it seems to do better there. Her room is more of a medium sized bedroom, and this seems to do better in there, and it does kind of fill the space in a very gentle type way. Cotton Candy Cookie at 2 hours is a medium. It is heavy cotton candy. It is gooey, whereas Candy Crave is a soft scent. This is a heavy scent, and I don't mean strong heavy. I mean like heavy in feel. Cotton candy is soft, very gentle, kind of feels fluffy like cotton candy. This one is dense and heavy. Both are on the lighter sides, but this feels heavy and flat. It is very sweet. 8 hours with Alladin. I put medium strength now, so it did go down considerably. Blueberry, very sweet. Angel, medium plus. So this one is holding its own just a little bit better than Alladin is. And this bar also is about a year old as well. Whenever this last came out is when this bar originated from. So it's been sitting a while and curing. So I would not be surprised to find that this scent is lighter in the new pours. I put it as berry and sweet. Like, it kind of reminds me of Berry Bright if you add cotton candy. I noted that this scent and Alladin are almost kind of hard to get a read on. You smell them and then they almost kind of like get away from you, even though they're strong. So when I would go into the room with this and the room with Alladin, you would go in there and be like, okay, yeah, I smell it. And then it would just kind of, you'd be like, okay, how strong is it? What does it smell like? Trying to answer these questions for the Wax Wars. And it would be like, okay, it's gone. Okay, it's gone. Like, it would just kind of slip away from you. It's really hard to explain, but it was hard to pin down, if that makes any sense. Even though they were fairly strong scents, they were just kind of hard to get a read on. Candy Crave at 8 hours is light medium, no throw here, staying very close to the warmer, but near the warmer it was about a light medium. Very pretty and soft, slightly musky, sweet, very enjoyable. Cotton Candy Cookie at 8 hours is a medium, is gooey and foodie cotton candy. There is also a marshmallowy note here. Not the same marshmallow note that Scentsy usually uses. The marshmallow note they usually use is the one from like Toasted Marshmallow. It's also in My Wish. It's also in Bonfire Beach. It's in a few of those scents. And it's a really beautiful marshmallow note. I love Scentsy's marshmallow note. This has a marshmallow note, but it's not the same marshmallow note, I don't think. At least to my nose, it smells like a different type of marshmallow note. It's kind of a buttery Rice Krispie treat marshmallow. I feel like there's butter involved at some point in making Rice Krispie treats. I could be wrong. I haven't made them in a long time. But it smells like that kind of buttery marshmallow note when you're baking with marshmallow. Next check-in is 24 hours. And Alladin at that time is a light medium. It's a sweet blueberry with just a bit of tartness there as well now. So that maybe cranberry is kind of starting to stick around a bit. I find personally plum notes and some of those like blueberry notes don't last as long as things like blackberry and cranberry. Those types of berries tend to last quite a bit longer. So I suspect what happened here is some of those brighter, stronger berries kind of burned off over time, and by 24 hours in, we were left with more of that cranberry, which is a little bit tartar. So that's that one. Angel at 24 hours. I note that it's undetectable, but the fan in my daughter's bedroom was on. So I turned her fan off to see if it would come back, and it did come back. Within about an hour, I could smell it again, and it was a light medium. So it was a soft, sweet cotton candy-ish scent. A bit of a creaminess to it at this point. I don't know that I get a lot of creaminess to it on cold, but whatever there is here, it kind of rounded out and smoothed by the 24-hour mark. Candy Crave at 24 hours is super light. Can't smell it unless you leave the room, come back, and get within 6 feet of the warmer. One of the lowest throw bars I've used. Not doing as well in our bedroom as it does in Amelia's room usually. So yeah, this one, our room is, I don't know, maybe 20 by 14 feet or something like that. It's like a large bedroom. Not enormous, but a large bedroom. And this one did not go very far. In her bedroom, it's probably, say, 12 or 13 feet by 12 or 13 feet, like a square. And it does better in that size room. So like a medium-sized bedroom, like that size might be better with that one. Well, it is better with that one. I've done that quite a lot. Cotton Candy Cookie at 24 hours is light. This one hit a wall and is light now. It has kind of an odd tone to it at this point. The cotton candy is gone and it's got sort of a buttery scent. So again, at the 8-hour check-in, this one kind of did have a bit of a buttery marshmallow note as well. By 24 hours, that marshmallow butteriness was very apparent. That butter tone was really kind of there. I think if you tend to get buttered popcorn from some bars sometimes, I'm not a person that often smells buttered popcorn in wax. Sometimes as bars kind of finish up and taper off, people get buttered popcorn notes from them. I usually don't, but with this one I could see it. So if you tend to get that smell from some bars, I think you might get it with this one as well. Kind of reminds me of Rice Krispie treats when you're making them. So, I mean, it's not a bad smell, it's just kind of an odd tone. 36 hours with Alladin. This one is light, but it's there. No scent change, just very light, less complex, very sweet. Angel, 36 hours, is light, but there, but barely there. No scent change, not identifiable when you walk in, but it is sweet. So you walk into the room and you can smell something sweet, but you wouldn't be like, oh, it's Angel 624. Just, oh, there's something sweet in here, is what you would think. Candy Crave at 36 hours. I put very light, again, only near the warmers, and very light even near the warmers at this point. No scent change at all over time. That is one thing with this bar, it's very consistent. So you put it in, it goes for however long it goes, and the scent does not change over time. It doesn't really morph. Some bars morph significantly over time. This one doesn't morph at all. It's very true all the way through. Just very light. Cotton Candy Cookie, also very light, not identifiable anymore. Just a vague, slightly odd sweetness in the air. Like I said, this one kind of had a weird tone to it towards the very end. And again, you would walk in and be like, oh, what, there's something in here, but what is it? It's kind of like an odd, sweetish type scent. I liked the scent a lot more before I compared it to the other cotton candies. So this is a scent where when I first smelled it a few months ago, I loved it. And I still think it has very high scent appeal. I really, really like it. I was going to put this in my club before Bring Back My Bar ended. After smelling all 4 bars side by side and warming them kind of at the same time and comparing them, I'm not going to put this in my club because I already have Candy Crave in my club. I already have Alladin Three Wishes in my club, and I'm probably going to put Angel 624 in my club as well. So I like all 3 of those cotton candy scents better than I like Cotton Candy Cookie. So that's just kind of where I stand on that one. This one, I didn't initially get cookie from it, but now comparing the other 3 scents, I do get that cookie note from here. And it's kind of an odd buttery type cookie. So there's that. "48 hours, Alladin, 2 days in, is completely finished. Like, not a trace of it left. It is done. So there's that one. Called that one done. Angel 624, 48 hours, also completely done. No trace of it. It is gone. Candy Crave at 48 hours. It is very light near the warmers. But it's so light, I'm taking it out and calling it done because you can't even smell it if you're sitting on the other side of the bed. So the warmer sits on the bedside table. If you're sitting on the other side of the bed, you cannot smell this anymore. So it is, for all intents and purposes, it is finished. So I took it out and called it done at that point. Cotton Candy Cookie at 48 hours. Very light, unidentifiable sweet scent in the room. Barely there. You have to be smelling for it or you won't notice it. Buttery sweet. If you get popcorn from a lot of scents, you probably will from this. Basically done. So I did take it out a few hours after that. At the 48-hour check-in, like I said, it was like an unidentifiable sweet scent in the room. At 52 hours, so like 5 hours later, I took this one out. So that lasted just over 2 days, but not at a very high intensity towards the end there. So if you're looking for a strong cotton candy scent, one that will just kind of knock you in the face with cotton candy goodness, I would recommend either Alladin Three Wishes, which is not currently available, or Angel Experiment 624, which is currently available as I'm filming this for a limited time. Both of these were very strong, at least for a little while. This one I feel like travels throughout the entire house when you warm it. So for strength, I'm going to give it to Three Wishes with a very close second to Angel 624. They're both extremely strong. Farthest throw, Alladin Three Wishes gets a notably high throw. Not just among these 4 bars, but just in general, this is a very high throw bar, even compared to other Scentsy scents I've warmed. So like I said, 2 cubes of this in the office on the opposite end of the house, traveled throughout the entire house, and did actually overtake other wax I had going. So really good throw on that one. Whereas Alladin had notably high throw, Candy Crave has notably low throw. So this is one of the lowest throw bars I've used from Scentsy. So this one is notably low throw, and sometimes you want that. And if that's what you want, maybe in an office environment or something, Candy Crave might be one to look at. Longest lasting bar. If you want a bar that's long lasting, Cotton Candy Cookie and Candy Crave more or less tied at about 2 days. So Cotton Candy Cookie got a few more hours out of it, but like I said, I could have left Candy Crave in, even though I could only smell it right by the warmer as well. I would say this is a tie. If you're looking for a long-lasting cotton candy, I think you'd be well served by either Cotton Candy Cookie, which is currently available for a day or so now, or Candy Crave. 2 days for both of these, not bad. I do get longer lasting performance out of Candy Crave in a smaller bedroom. I would say if you're looking for like a medium-sized bedroom size space, Candy Crave. This one will go 3 to 5 days, closer to 5 usually in my daughter's bedroom. So highly recommend that one for long lasting. What is open layout worthy? I would say Candy Crave, absolutely not. Cotton Candy Cookie, if your open layout is very small, it would work. I've done it in my open area before and it's nice for about 12 hours. And my open layout isn't enormous. It's got like regular 8 or 9 foot ceilings and just nothing crazy going on there. If you have a large open layout or a larger space, higher ceilings, that sort of thing, I think you would still do very nicely with Alladin Three Wishes. And I think you would do all right with Angel 624 as well, potentially. I think probably more Alladin Three Wishes, just because of that throw and its ability to really fill a space. So open layout worthy, Alladin Three Wishes for sure. As for scent appeal, the most subjective award, which do I think smells the best, just flat out smells the best? This was really hard because, like I said, I have 2 of these in my club now. Alladin and Candy Crave are in my club. Angel 624 is going to go in my club. And I was going to put Cotton Candy Cookie in my club as well. I really enjoy all 4 of these scents. That being said, highest scent appeal for me is probably Alladin Three Wishes. And then follow that with Candy Crave. I just really like those ones. So Candy Crave is the soft, kind of fluffy, bedroomy cotton candy. Three Wishes is the smack you in the face, blueberry, strong, fill the whole house cotton candy. Love both. Really do. If you like cotton candy scents, I strongly recommend picking up the Angel 626 bar while it's available and adding it to your club if you enjoy it. And that is the Cotton Candy Wax War. So now is the portion of the video where you get to vote on the next Wax War. And a couple people now have mentioned they want fresh Wax Wars. So let's do one of those. So I have two bar Wax Wars to choose from. And one of them has been a voting option before, and one of them has not. But they are all, this time, catalog scents. So we're going into July here soon. It'll be the last month we have with the spring and summer catalog. So let's get some unraveling done on those fresh scents in the catalog right now. So the options this week are Shoreline Drive and Sand Swept. These two are both kind of like fresh, watery. I get sea salt air from both of them. I get like a bit of a rock or mineral note from both of them as well. They're very close to my nose, like very close. So if you'd like to see me try these two together, we can do a Wax War and figure out Sand Swept and Shoreline Drive. And these two don't smell identical really, but I often get them confused and I suspect customers probably do too. So we have Make a Splash and Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze. Again, just straight up summer catalog scents. Make a Splash is a slightly soapy, like it's got turquoise waters and then some fruity notes. It's a little bit soapy and aquatic. Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze is a new addition to the catalog this year, but it's been a scent of the month in the past. And this is a more pineapple-y, fruity, aquatic, fresh type scent. But both of them are fruity aquatics. So there's that one. So your choices again are Shoreline Drive and Sand Swept, or Make a Splash and Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze. So let me know which you would prefer in the comments below. And voting is open from right now when this goes up until Saturday morning at about noon Pacific Standard Time. And at that point, I'll tally the votes and get to warming. For the summer, I am going to be switching to keeping it as every 2 weeks for Wax Wars, even if they are two bar ones, just to give me more time with my family because they're all home for the summer. As my husband's a teacher, so he is home for the summer starting today. And my daughter is also just in daycare while we're at work, so she stays home for the summer with my husband as well. So that is going to be nice to have more time with them. So Wax Wars is not going anywhere, but it is just being limited to every 2 weeks just for the rest of the summer. Once we get our hands on some of those fall catalog scents, maybe towards mid-August or early to mid-August, I'll probably start it going once a week again, at least for the two bar Wax Wars. For the 4 bar ones, I really do need 2 weeks. But for the summer anyways, we're gonna do 2 weeks regardless. So I hope that makes sense and works for you. So yes, let me know below what you would like to see me do next. Shoreline Drive and Sand Swept, or Palm Trees, Ocean Breeze, and Make a Splash. We will talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you guys had a good week and enjoy your weekend. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.